here in Braves country. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee. A is for Aaron, the Hammer and Hank, the real home run king. Take that to the bank. B is for Bobby. Cox never cowered. He'd give Blue quite an earful on his way to the showers. C is for Chipper. Don't call him Larry. He would show up in Shea, the Mets he would bury. D is for David. Justice he'd bring. A Game 6 solo brought Atlanta their ring. E is for Eddie Matthews. 512 bombs away. Lit skies from Boston to Milwaukee to the A. F is for Fred. McGriff dog-biting crime. A fire was lit the day he arrived. G is for Glavine. Southpaw winds and kicks. Changing speeds east and west. A gem in Game 6. H is for Harry and his brother George Wright. The father of baseball, Boston pennants in flight. I is for inning, ending double play. Riley to Ozzie to Olsen all day. J is for Jones. Andrew let her fly. And his gloves in center is where singles would die. K is for strikeouts. A plenty from Strider. The quads in the stash, getting swings from that slider. L is for Lopez. Javi to B-Mac. Travis and Smurf, we've been lucky to see that. M is for Mad Dog. He won 355. Could swat flies with the changeup and still bust you inside. N is for Necro. He got to the hall by bending and knuckling and floating that ball. O is for Otis. Old Nixon could fly. The catch at the wall baffled our eyes. P's still for Peterson. We were all rockin' pearls. With Eddie and Jorge, we were out of this world. Q is a quandary for why Dale is not in. Murphy MVPs again and again. R is for ranking. The top pitcher's lore. Remember Kid Nichols, 107 WAR. S is for Smoltzy. The big three in the hall. When the game's on the line, you give John the ball. T is for Tyler, Matzik, and the gift of 2021, the entire night shift. U is for Chavez, but we say Uncle Jesse. The frames, the release, kept the batters guessing. V is Van Weeren, Skip Carey 2, Don Ernie Joe, the tales from the booth. W is Warren, spawn Johnny Sane. They'd ride him in Boston and then pray for rain. X is Mazzoni. Yeah, X marked the spot. Leo rocked next to Bobby and his pitchers stayed hot. Why it makes us feel young, the game's main appeal. Chopping through the battery, there's no better feel. Z is for Zip Boom Bam, Ramalama Ding Dong. Throughout the summer, we sing that song. From AJ to eyeglasses and a hell of a pen. Mad Max, Uncle Charlie, win after win. A cannon from short, and RC you later. Acuna Matata, there is no one greater. Though you can't fit them all when you just A to Z. Think of your favorites in the rafters we see. I started with 3, then 10, 25, 47, 31, and of course 29. Let's not forget 21, 41, 35, the great 44, or 755, and old number 6, who led his great teams. The pennants were flying. It felt like a dream. From Boston to Milwaukee to Atlanta's TBS, a family, a tradition, Braves Country's the best. Lineup for Braves Country by D.M. McGee.
like me, you can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and flat out deceived.
Why did you get so drunk?
You got drunk. I'm just really exhausted.
What's in that cup?
Rum and Cokes?
Do you have any idea how important this is? We're trying to save the pub call. Really? This is what you're doing? This is what you're doing?
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the man. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won baseball world championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry.
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam, ding-dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America. You get in a ballpark, and it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to first. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop. All throughout Braves country, pop that top! Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our fans here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Play ball!
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
All right, you guys, let's listen up. We won a game yesterday. If we win one today, that's 2 in a row. We win one tomorrow, that's called a winning streak. It has happened before. So let's see some hustle. Let's jack it up a little. I got a feeling things are about to turn around for us.
Down a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Pull up an armchair, girls and boys, and join us for Braves Country Baseball. You're listening live, and the scene is Truist Park in Atlanta, Georgia. We're set to bring you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Hi, I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get set for what should be a great day on Braves Country Radio. We'll go through the lineups today as the game moves along. Put your click in the chat, slap that like, and let's get ready, Braves Country. We'd like to thank everybody for choosing Braves Country Radio, and a special thanks to all the country club members. Please like on your way in and subscribe, set those alerts, and share Braves Country Radio to help build the crowd so we can continue to bring you the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Well, it's about that time. Grab you a cold one. Find you an armchair. Atlanta Braves Baseball right here on Braves Country Radio. Your modern-day superstation is in its 5th season of bringing you pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves and our one-of-a-kind production. Take us anywhere you go for over 170 Atlanta Braves ball games. Please like and subscribe today. Join the Country Club. Thank you to all the Country Club members. You help support Braves Country Radio.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back.
Too late.
roll call. Yeah, roll call.
You're in Braves country.
All right, y'all, this is going to be real short and sweet roll call. Dial it back here just a little bit. I see Gary the Real McCoy, Royal PETA, Country Club members. Sleepy, Country Club members. Tree Nug, also in the Country Club. Justin Green. Raymond Lovelace. Everyone loves Raymond Lovelace, Country Club member. Mark Ricky Ricardo, Country Club member. Country Club members, Uncle Charlie Fritz. Justin Hightower. JC. See if we got any other Country Club members in here. This thing's starting to jump on me, so I'm just going to go to them and worry about the rest later. Joyce Robledo. CT Chris Townsend. My man Nathaniel Brooks. Anybody else in the Country Club, give a shout out. If not, we're going to take a really quick break. When we come back, pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves. Going for the sweep. We'll be back in a flash. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. America's patriotic light lager, all natural ingredients. Stand tall, be proud. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. America's patriotic light lager, offering a crisp, clean, bold taste. The perfect beer to celebrate life, liberty, and your pursuit of the American dream. A beer with only 110 calories that tastes like a full-flavored beer and celebrates like freedom. Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Hey, Braves Country, Mac McGee here for American Rebel Beer. From the mountains to the prairies to your pint glass with white foam, we're bringing back beer with a backbone. All that matters in our brew is taste and a touch of American excellence. American Rebel Beer, born in the USA.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
Good evening, Braves country! Game 2. Might as well go out and win 2.
You're in Braves country. Eric Fetty on the mound tonight for your Atlanta Braves. Sandy Alcantara for the Miami Marlins. Your home plate umpires Edwin Moscaso. First base Chris Guccione, the umpire crew chief. Second base will be manned by Chad Whitson, and down the third base line, it's Jen Powell. So I was right. Talked about this at the beginning of the doubleheader that I thought that she would end up going from first to third and not have to be behind home plate on a doubleheader. She did a very good job in the first game for those of y'all that missed, and she's a part of Major League history, and now we move on, and now we judge and ridicule her like every other umpire going forward. Careful what you wish for, right? Braves will be in their City Connect uniforms tonight. We're just moments away from pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Miami Marlins will be batting first as the road team. Looks like they're going with their road black uniforms. Marlins across the chest in white, outlined in their teal and orange. They're striped across their arms as well. Braves in their City Connects. We'll put the screen up there just to keep you from seeing your head jostle around. When it goes to go in, we'll wait for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Remember, tomorrow's an early game, 1:35 first pitch, and then we are finally off on Monday. Long week here at Braves Country Radio. Long couple of weeks. Double dip as well. And then we head to New York. We'll leave. We head to take on the New York Mets on Tuesday. We've got a doubleheader that day. You'll see the Angels and Travis d'Arnaud take on the Dodgers and Freddie Freeman. So a couple of familiar faces. And then on top of that, we go to Cleveland this weekend. I believe it's the Dodgers and Padres is our doubleheader on the weekend. I can't see it from here, but I think that's what it is. Just moments away from first pitch. Looks like we're going to get good weather once again tonight. Welcome in everybody coming in from the different radio spots around the land as we start to bring you in. Eric Fetty's giving his final warm-up tosses. We're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. Xavier Edwards, Kyle Stowers, Augustin Ramirez will be leading it off tonight. Braves on defense, left, right, across the outfield. It's Profar, Michael Harris II. And Brujan is in right field. Eli White getting the set. So Brujan's going to play outfield. He is also a third baseman, plays a little bit of infield, a little bit of all over. Luke Williams is at your third base spot. Nacho getting the night off. Allen at short. Ozzie at second. Olsen at first. And the Drake is behind home plate. Xavier Edwards steps in, and we are just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. As we get the 3D kicking in, the first pitch on the way from Eric Fetty. Here it comes. Now we're ready. It's fired in there. This is for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Eric Fetty comes set, kicks and fires. Pitch misses outside, ball 2-0. So a 2-0 count. Throws a sinker up there, and it's foul back. It's 2-1. Fetty, what you'll see from him tonight is a 4-pitch mix. Sinker, cutter, sweeper, changeup. The sinker at about 37% of the time is the 2-1 pitch. Swing, roasted up the middle, but right at Allen. Allen flips it to first, and it's a 6-3 put out. Good start to the game. He has a 37% used sinker, the cutter at about 27, and the sweeper at 25. And then he'll keep you honest with the changeup, throwing it in there at about 10-11% of the time. 1 up, 1 down. Kyle Stowers, the batter, first pitch on the way, is a sinker up top for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1, high and inside, cutter. 1-1. 1-1 count. Righty-lefty matchup. The pitch. Down and away. 2-1. Fetty likes to live on the edges. He's not getting those calls. It could be a long night for him. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Cutter up top. 92 miles an hour. 2-2. Braves nothing. Marlins nothing. Game 1 of the Twin Bill. Braves won the first one going away 7-1. Thanks to a brilliant performance by Hurston Waldrop as the 2-2. Swing, fouls it away. Do it again. And Michael Harris II with the heroics, late inning heroics. The 3-run shot to put the game out of reach. The 2-2 pitch. High and out of the zone. Ball 3, 3-2. Full count to the number 2 hitter, Stowers. 1 out here. We're just getting going in the top of the first inning. Payoff pitch. Swing. Fists it back foul. Full count. Fetty rocks and fires. Nowhere near the zone. High and out of the zone. Cutter misses. Ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Lay his bat down. Jog on down. Say hi to Matt Olson. We'll pull the camera back so you get a better chance. Looking at everything. If anybody takes off, Ramirez will stand at the plate. Gustin Ramirez DH'd the first game. He's behind the plate tonight. First pitch on the way. Sinker at the knees. It's 0-1. Much like his counterpart, Drake Baldwin, he is behind home plate. The designated hitter tonight is Marcell Ozuna, the 0-1. Inside 1. 1-1 count. 1 on, 1 out. Fetty comes set. Inside 2-1. He is having a hard time finding the zone already. Two 1 count. Brings it. Swing and a miss at a sweeper well off the plate. 2-2. The 2-2. Outside wide sweeper misses. Ball 3, 3-2. He's in danger of walking another batter here in the first inning. Braves nothing, Marlins nothing. Double play position. They're going to flip it over to first. He'll just get back in time. That was a close throw. Stowers does have good speed. He's not the burner that Edwards is, but he is a... Yeah, there he goes. The payoff pitch swung on, chopped over to short. That'll keep the Marlins out of the double play as Allen will flip it over to first. 6-3 on the putout. 2 down. But the go-ahead run makes it down to second base and is in scoring position. Really more of a hit and run than it was a flat-out steal. The way Stowers was kind of trucking down towards second, you almost think that he might have thought there was 2 outs. First pitch on the way to the cleanup hitter, Lopez, is right there, top of the zone. First strike is 0-1. Otto Lopez got the morning off. Back at shortstop position tonight, batting .245 with 11 home runs. The 0-1 down and away, it's 1-1. Eric Fetty already at 20 pitches. That's the bad news. The good news for the Braves, they did not use a ton of their bullpen in the first game. 1-1, swing. Slices it back foul. It's 1-2. 1-2 count. Betty looks back. He brings it. Tried to get him to chase that sweeper again. 2-2. Marcy stands on deck. The 2-2. Betty brings it. Up top, misses. Full count. Full count. Runner at second, 2 outs. So he'll be going on the crack of the bat. The payoff pitch. Spins, turns. Does not deliver. Chases Stowers back to second. Held on to the ball, but that will count as what they call disengagements. And now Lopez will step out of the box using his timeout. A little bit of a cat and mouse game here. Infield back and to the left. Righty-righty matchup. Here's the pitch. Swing, pops it up. That should be an easy play. Can of corn high in the sky. Ozzie Albies, he'll make the fair catch, and that'll end the inning. The Marlins put one on, but that's it. We go to the bottom of the first. Grab the bats here in Braves country.
Hey, first crack of the day, boy. Let me pour one out for Burger King. Man, they ain't got Burger Kings no more. I'll be looking at the throne being like, who sit on the burger throne, man? And I know people be laughing. I'm like, I know it funny, dog. They used to give out clowns, boy. Now you can't even find a number 9 chicken sandwich no more. They don't even want you to go up there anymore. I be in the drive-thru of like a Burger King like an hour away, and they be like, what you want, man? What's the point anymore? I'm like, come on, man. I know you got one patty back there. You the Burger King. You're like, King, Dad, man. They be tearing down the castles.
Here's Brent Rooker, and he swings, and he hits this one out to the middle of the field, and the center fielder jumps, and he misses it. And the runner is running, and he runs all the way, and he scores. And the A's take a huge lead, 1-0, and that drastically changes things here in the first inning. That ball went a long ways, and I think Brent Rooker's favorite color is green trees. Bayo has been struggling this year, and Brent Rooker really got a hold of that baseball. This one very high and very far, but sadly it didn't go over the wall because that wall was super tall, probably taller than the wall of China. Anyways, Jarren Duran, he's a really bad he's good, right? He's a good baseball player, and he missed that one. Just a bad, unlucky day for him. He couldn't jump 18 feet in the air like my grandfather could. That guy had some superpowers. Nah, I'm just kidding. And here's the pitch. This one swung on and missed. The A's getting ahead early once again. Let's see if they can add on.
You're listening to Braves Country Radio, the classic call of Braves Country baseball. Welcome back to Braves Country Radio. Sandy Alcantara toes the rubber. First pitch on the way. 95-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball to Jurickson Profar. It's 0-1. Alcantara, worst ERA for qualifiers in Major League Baseball at 6.44, but he still has that talent. He's just trying to find his touch. Change up, down and in. It's 1-1. As a Braves fan, I'm hoping he never finds his touch this year and they sell him fairly cheap and the Braves go grab him. Because you can see in certain games where he finds it as the 1-1 outside wide 2-1. Tommy John surgery last year, and a lot of folks believe that he came back just a little too early. Two-one count. Misses outside wide. 3-1. Six and 10 on the year's Alcantara. The 3-1 pitch. Outside wide, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Profar will get things going. Our first base runner of the day.
Well, the jerks start calling. They're running out of you. It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
Alcantara has a 5-pitch mix this year. Maybe that's one of his issues. First pitch on the way to Matt Olson is the 4-seam fastball. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Infield is back into the right. He's got a sinker, a 4-seamer, a change, a curve, and a slider. All of them dealed out pretty evenly. So a kitchen sink guy, the 0-1. 96 on the outer edge. 0-2. No, he called it. All right, he called that a ball that was right there on the edge. So a 1-1 count. His velocity doesn't appear to be where it was before the injury. Just a touch below the 1-1. Down and in. Did he go around? Powell says no. Didn't look like he offered. Jen Powell, the first MLB female umpire, is down the third base line today, in case you missed the intro. The 2-1 pitch. Swing, pops it up. Third base side, easy can of corn. Foul territory. Paulie's got it, one down. Man, I'm telling you right now, Matt Olson is in a slump and nobody's talking about it. The outfield fans out like this for the Marlins tonight. It'll be Marcy, Hill, and Hernandez left to right. Round the horn, third to first. Paulie, Lopez at short, Edwards and Wagaman. Ramirez behind home plate, and Sandy Alcantara on the bump. First pitch to Baldwin is high and outside. It's 1-0. 1-0. Comes set. Brings it. Down and in. 2-0. Alcantara has had very good success on the Braves in previous years. That was before the injury. Braves got to him earlier in the season, had a pretty good day. This is a 2-0 pitch. Swing. Slices it away, 2-1. That was kind of my first indication of, well, he really is a bat, because he normally pitches very well against Atlanta. We'll see these same Marlins tomorrow, and then we've got one more series against Miami in South Beach later on this month. The 2-1 fouls it back, 2-2. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right before Labor Day, we will be in in Miami. 2-2 count. Of course, if you're traveling down there to watch the games, the good thing about that is they're indoors. The 2-2. Swing. Chases one off the edge. We'll do it again. Ramirez, the hind catcher, caught it off the carom off the screen, but once again it's 2-2. Profar sitting it out there at first. Walk to start the inning. The 2-2 pitch. Swing. Pops that up. Out of play. Two count. Righty, lefty, runner at first. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He kept flailing at those pitches in and out, in and out. You knew he was eventually going to either strike out or pop out. 2 down. Never seen Alcantara before, so you got to give him a pass. They're calling that a 4-seam, but it's got 2-seam action. It was tailing away from the hitter every time he threw that one in that at bat. Marcell Ozuna, the batter. Marlins killer. First pitch on the way is a 4-seam fastball down and away. It's 1-0. 1-0. Slider. Misses well off the edge. 2-0. Alcantara, he's at 18 pitches, so nothing else. They're making him labor here in the first inning. Long at bats. 2-0 count. Swing, pops it up. Into right field, but a lazy fly ball, and that'll end the inning. Profar gets on, and then the Braves go down in order. We'll be back in a flash. 0-0 in Atlanta.
I should have gone to law school or high school.
Mike Schmidt batting .286, 10 homers. He's knocked in 29. He's tied for second in the league in home runs behind Eric Davis, who has 13 of them. Schmidt, Dawson, and Durham of the Cubs each have 10. 1-1 to Schmidt. Schmidt lifetime is hitting just .189 against Nolan Ryan. 7 hits and 37 at bats. 5 of those 7 hits have been home runs. Struck him out. First strikeout for Ryan. That's 2 down here in the first.
But you know, I want to say one thing in all seriousness. I feel sorry for you people that don't drink. I mean it, because when you wake up in the morning, that's as good as you're going to feel all day.
Armchair. Babe, do you like my new nails?
Let me see them. Yeah, those are cool. I probably
You like the red?
I like the bubble bath ones better, but those are alright.
How do you know what bubble bath is?
What do you mean? Like, everybody knows that.
From who? Because I've never gotten those.
You haven't?
No. How do you know what those are? Who have you been hanging with?
What do you mean?
How do you know what those are?
No, I do like yours, though. They look good.
Armchair.
You think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list. We come to things at various times in our lives when we can comprehend them, when we have an interest in them. But we have a child's interest in baseball, in my case from the time I was 5. I can't imagine never having an interest in baseball. So it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
Welcome back to Braves Country Radio. Atlanta Braves 0-0 here with the Miami Marlins. First pitch on the way. Start the top of the second inning. Marcy slams it right through the infield. And it's a leadoff single for the Marlins here to start the second. Thank you for the channel support. Straight shooter. 1 on, nobody out. First pitch on the way by Hernandez. He swung on and fouled back into the crowd. It's 0-1. Runner at first. Infield back into the left, so they're going to be playing for the double play. As the 0-1. Cutter up top, 1-1. Hey, Addison, hadn't seen you in a while. Welcome back. The 1-1 pitch. Fetty flips it over to first real quick to keep the runner close by. See John in here, an iron lung. I don't think y'all were in here at the beginning. Had to do that one on the fly. Justin Hightower. Doubleheaders are a little tricky when it comes to the roll call. 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Straight shooter, of course. Reptile. Something's wrong with your profile picture, Reptile. It's got something on it. Is it a stain or something? 1-2. Swing, pops it up. High in the sky. Foul territory, making the catch is Luke Williams. 1 away. One on, one out. Righty-righty matchup. Flips it over to first real quick. Fetty's at 29 pitches. So we'll keep an eye on that. Can't expect them to. Your best case scenario for Fetty is he gets through 5 tonight. First pitch on the way is a ball inside, and they're going to throw down to second. The runner goes, and he'll have second base stolen with ease. Oh, he's going to call that a strike. So we did get the strike on that. Man, that was a weird jump. He kind of did a stutter step, a skip, and then took off. Pretty much everything but yelled out to Fetty, "I'm going!" The 0-1. 92 off the edge. Called for a strike. It's 0-2. First game, we had a home plate umpire at Rackley that was pinching the zone tonight. Moscaso is known for calling balls strikes. The 0-2. Down and away. 1-2. That one was so far down and away and into the dirt, you couldn't even expect to frame that one. But if the catcher behind the plate, whether it's Ramirez or Drake Baldwin, if they frame the ball, they can usually get the call from Moscaso. He likes to work the games quickly. The 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. He's also highly inconsistent, so at times later in the game he'll start pinching you, as we saw last week. Fetty records his first strikeout of the day. The 1-2. Paulie, the number 8 hitter, batting .219, takes the first pitch high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. .1-0. 91, cutter misses high, 2-0. Count, runner at second, 2 outs. Sinker off the edge, 3-0. Count. 94 off the plate, well off the plate, 3-1. Once again, that's an example that Moscaso will call wide strikes. Typically, east and west is where he expands the zone. The 3-1 pitch. Swing, slaps a foul, 3-2. And if Fetty can consistently get that ball called a strike all night long, he can spend a handful of good innings. That's where he likes to live. Last night, Elder was getting pinched, and that's why he gave up so many runs. He was not getting any calls. Even the balls that were right there on the side of the zone, he was getting pitched by the home plate umpire. The payoff pitch, inside, ball 4. So he made him throw a couple extra pitches, but he did walk. And runners on first and second and 2 outs. That's going to bring the number 9 batter to the plate. Hill, the center fielder, right-hander, first pitch on the way. Runner goes. That ball's going to get thrown towards third. A bad decision by the Marcy. He tries to turn to head towards home, comes back, tags the bag, doesn't slide, and Luke Williams really close to tagging him out. I have to see a replay on that. Third base umpire Powell calls him safe. I think it's the right call, but what's dumbfounding is that he should have slid. Yeah, he got in there just barely. He should have slid. He slides. There's no way Luke Williams is going to get him. The Marlins almost run themselves out of the inning after stealing the base, and time is being called by Moscaso. I believe that was the timeout being called by the batter Hill. Late timeout. Fetty was in his windup. The 0-1, swing and a miss, sweeper. It's 0-2. So runners at second and third now in 2 outs. Derek Hill, the batter. playing center field tonight. The 0-2. Outside wide, 1-2. Betty trying to get that wide strike again. Hill is a lifetime 230 average batter with an OPS of just 629. So a light hitting outfielder. The 1-2 misses high and out of the zone. 2-2. Deuce is wild. We're in the top of the second inning. 2 on, 2 out, a 2-2 count. A single would score 2. Runners dancing back and forth on the bases, but the game right now is at the plate. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, rifles it back foul. We'll do it again. Two count. A lot of real estate on the right side. The pitch. Swing! Rifles it foul. We'll do it again. Braves nothing, Marlins nothing. 2 on, 2 out at second and third. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Eric Fetty's got a high pitch count, but he keeps them off the board. 0-0. Bottom of the second we go. Braves grab the bats and see if they can put a dent on that scoreboard.
How to talk about somebody behind their back, the Irish way. So the first one I'm going to show you here is the dip your toes in technique. This is when you're with a friend and you want to bitch to them about another one of your friends, but you still want them to think you're nice. What I'm going to do is quickly dip my toes in with an insult. John seems to have an awful lot of time on his hands lately. Then pull back with a compliment. He's a good laugh though. Now we intensify. He mustn't be working at all, is he? But he's not the worst fella I've ever met in my life. I hear he can't pay his mortgage and his wife is cheating on him and everything. Now instead of a compliment, we're going to use a compliment that everyone knows is an insult. He's looking very healthy. That means he's f***ing fat.
I know I've said it more than once, but I am sick and tired of f***ing inflation. 4 years ago, all this food would have been $150. I just spent almost $400 on groceries. This is ridiculous. Like, hello, complaint department, is that you? Yes, it's me, Ashley.
Sometimes I think people underestimate just how good of a player Ichiro was. So here are some facts that show just how good he actually was. His 4,367 hits in his professional career are the most of any player in baseball history. He holds a single-season record for most hits with 262. Even though he debuted at age 27 and had a 9-year career in Japan prior, he still managed to finish his major league career with 3,089 hits. In the first at-bat of his third MLB game, he singled, which raised his career batting average to 300. From there, it never dipped below that mark for the rest of his career. If he came out of retirement, it would take 444 hitless at-bats for his career average to dip below 300. It is estimated he had 694 infield hits in his career. His .329 average against lefties is the highest on record for a lefty batter since split data became available in 1974. He had 7 20-plus game hitting streaks during his career.
Michael Harris II, the batter, first pitch on the way. Change up. Right there off the edge, it's 1-0. Braves nothing, Marlins nothing. Bottom of the second inning. 1-0. Swing, rifles it back up the middle, off the foot of Alcantara, and Michael Harris will have an infield single. Have to take a check on Alcantara, make sure he's okay. Hit right off his...
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Looked like his lead leg, his right leg. He's smiling, so I think he's okay. See where it got him. They keep showing the long view. I haven't seen a close view yet. Might have got him on the back calf, maybe, of the right leg. He was spinning around through his motion. On the, that's his drive leg. whatever reason, they don't have a real close look at it on either the Braves vision or the Marlins vision. I don't know why. They normally have up close views on all this stuff, but for whatever reason, well, I know why. The Braves production team is always dropping the ball. Johnny was outside smoking or something, whatever was going on. Appears to be okay. Literally a bullet dodged by the Marlins there. I know he's pitched poorly, but they cannot afford to lose him in a stretch where they're trying to make a run at the playoffs. They're hoping he's going to get back to form this year. I do believe he'll be back to form next year. But runner goes. First pitch on the way is down and away, and that's going to be a stolen base by Money Mike. Representing the go-ahead run, he steals second base with ease. Marlins look to see if they want to challenge it, but no way. That wasn't even remotely close. Ozzy Albies, the 1-0 count. Open stance from the left side, righty-lefty, the pitch. Swing. Golfs it down the left field line. Foul. Ozzy batting .221 on the year. Been sitting right about there all year long, right around the .220 range. Harris, on the other hand, has shot his batting average up to .238 now after that base hit. 1-1 count. Swing. Lifts it to right and making the sliding catch in right field. Great play by Hernandez. But Michael Harris II read the ball wrong. He should be standing at third right now. What in the hell is he doing? Get it together. He retreats back to second. Bad base running by Harris. Hernandez had to lay out, make the diving catch. You got to be tagging at second, ready to go to third with less than 2 outs. Good Lord. First pitch on the way to Brujan. He's down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Vital Brujan batting .239. 1-0, righty-lefty. Inside for a strike. It's 1-1. I'm also going to put a little bit of that on Freddie Gonzalez because he's got to be yelling at him. Then get back, tag up. The 1-1 right there at the knees. 2-1. If the ball gets down and kicks away, he's going to score anyways. So you got to be tagging on that play with nobody out. If there was 1 out, I would give it a pass, but you got to get the opportunity to get down there. The 1-2, down and in, 2-2. Vital Brujan batting .239 on the year, .554 OPS. Braves picked him up off of waivers this week. He has no home runs. He has 3 RBI. Bench player all the way. Debatable on whether or not he's still a major league asset, the 2-2. Outside wide, 3-2. 3-2 count. 27-year-old out of the Dominican Republic. Played for Tampa Bay, Miami as the payoff pitch. Down and away, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Braves picked him up off of waivers after Baltimore released him. Baltimore had him for exactly 1 game after picking up off of waivers from the Cubs. So he has spent the majority of his season with the Cubs. 36 games, just 45 at-bats. Truly a bench player. And a bit of a pinch runner. First pitch on the way to Luke Williams is a swing and a miss sinker. It's 0-1. Luke Williams batting .115. I mean, honest engine. Why wasn't he sent? If you're going to bring Brujan, I think they should have kept Johnny O. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. So I don't see a world where Luke Williams is going to be a part of the Braves' future next year. They're going to have to take him off the 40-man roster. Someone may grab him if they're desperate for a base runner. Is the 0-2 chop foul? He doesn't have any moves left. I guess that's why, but you got a double header, you're going to make a move like that? Man, I get it. They're so far out of the playoff picture, it's not even funny, but I'd still want to put my best foot forward. The 0-2 outside wide, 1-2. 1-2 count. Saturday night baseball here in Braves country. Pitch on the way, swing, rifles it over to third, and it's going to be a 5-4-3 Luke Williams double play. And that's why you keep Johnny O over that guy. We'll be back in a flash. The Braves put him on, but Luke Williams came to the plate.
What's your experience been like here at the baseball camp?
Pretty fun. I like playing first base and third base. And, I just came here to hit dingers and have a good time.
Y'all, my homie just pulled up and told me everybody business and had the nerve to ask me what I've been up to.
Your husband's money is not yours just because you pop some kids out.
You're absolutely right. Want to know why it's mine? It's not because of the kids. I have 2 of them, by the way. It's not because of the kids. Kids. You want to know why? Don't be spreading these lies. Your husband's money is not yours. Who the told you that? The air he breathes is mine. Okay? I'm around people who have either been in me or have popped out of me 24/7. That is mine. All mine. You sound like you mad because you don't get no money. Does he have you on an allowance? Mine don't.
Best rapper alive.
Tupac.
There's a drive by Canigliaro, and it is out of here. What a bomb he is. Canigliaro hits a home run, his first time at bat at Fenway Park. And he gets a tremendous hand. What a thrill that must be for a 19-year-old boy. Look at that smile on his face.
Tony Canigliaro had tremendous charisma, a young guy, good-looking, personable. The fans loved him. The kids loved him. Everybody loved him.
Tony C. led the American League in homers in 1965 and was the second youngest player to reach 100 home runs. He and Yaz gave a Boston team that hadn't contended since the early 50s hope for the future. And the Sox had brought in new manager Dick Williams for the 1967 season to instill a fresh attitude.
The only thing I can tell you right now, I'll guarantee you we'll have a hustling ball club.
Nothing your score, though. Both teams have threatened to put one on the board. First pitch on the way to the leadoff batter of the Miami Marlins. Xavier Edwards grabs a strike right there on the outer edge. It's 0-1. 1, 2, 3 batters due up for the fish. The 0-1 swing, chops it over towards Fetty. Fetty will, he kind of does a back pedal, almost a moonwalk to the bag and steps on the pillow. Both first base umpire Chris Guccione and Matt Olson were kind of laughing at it as he's scooching back to the bag and then also sticks his glove out. I don't know what the hell that was. The only thing that was missing was Luke Williams going ass over deep kettle as he tripped over the bag. That was the only thing that was missing on that play. Matt Olson is still laughing. You never see him break character. First pitch on the way to Stowers is chopped over to Ozzie. Easy 4-3 put out. And just like that, there's 2 down. It reminded me of, y'all play that MLB to the Show. You do that road to the show, and you play with the pitchers. I could never figure out how the hell you're supposed to throw the ball to the base because they've got like 9 different buttons. So if a ball's hit to me, I just run it over there to the bag and hope for the best. First pitch on the way is swung on and rifled foul and out of play. It's 0-1. I'm sure there's a way to change the settings where I just have to hit a button, but I can't ever find it, so I'm always going, oh, crap. It's been hit to me. The 0-1. Outside wide 1-1. If y'all have played the game, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you're like, what? 1-1 count. Swing, chopper, back over the mound. Backhanded by Allen. Fires it to first. And just like that, 1, 2, 3. We'll grab the sticks when we return. Bottom of 3 here in Braves country. Nada, your score.
Aloha, sports fans. You're looking live in the Garage Invitational as Stoney steps to the green. Swing! Oh, it's a nice swing there, Alice. Yeah, does your husband play? Consolation prize. Thank you so much. I'm going to shoot lefty, guys. But you can't hit right. Oh, this will be funny. Come on, Mrs. Groundskeeper's going to be coming home soon. We got to get out of here. All right. Easy, guys. Give me the club.
One day you're going to wake up and roll over next to somebody that's completely obsessed with you. It's probably going to be a dog, but it is what it is.
I have a question for the boys. How much does an oil change cost? Because they told me that I needed special oil because I drive a Volkswagen, so it was like $162. Is that normal? Can someone tell me? Because I'm just a girl.
How much does an oil change cost? I actually don't know, but I know who you can ask. You should ask the bear.
My therapist asked me how I've been handling everything, and I said, I've just been taking it one are you kidding me at a time. So.
Name, age, and where you from?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm Shelly. A lady never tells her age, but I will say I'm 39, but I don't look your typical 39, so I'm proud of that.
Shelly.
Yes.
You look 39. It's okay, though.
Trout, the only strikes he's thrown have been to first base. 1 ball, no strikes. Still hasn't thrown a strike. 6 pitches in a row. Trout a little uneasy. Again, ball 3. 7 straight pitches without a strike from a young man who is considered a great control artist. Look at that. Nowhere near. 8 straight pitches without a strike. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Strike! Holy cow! And the crowd cheered. Who said he couldn't throw a strike?
Nothing, your score. Bottom of the 3rd. Nick Allen leads us off, then back to the top of the order. First pitch on the way. Curveball in the dirt. It's 1-0. Alcantara, 36 pitches in. Both bullpens fairly rested, because when the Marlins fell behind, they just punted the game and had their journeyman finish it out as the 1-0. Smokes it down the third base line. It's 1-1. And the Braves, because they pulled away late, were able to save Iglesias. They didn't use a couple of guys that'll still be available. 1-1 swing, lifts it into right field. That's down for a base hit. And little Nicky hits in both games of the doubleheader.
Simple physics. Calculate the velocity V in relation to the trajectory T, in which G, gravity, of course, remains a constant. It's not complicated.
Pitchers that they did not use that would be available tonight, we'll just go in alphabetical order. Bummer, Cox, Daysbel Hernandez, Iglesias, as the first pitch to Profar is lifted high and deep into center field, right center field, making the catch well before the warning track. For a long out, number 1 is Hill. He'll flip it back into the infield. Allen retreats back to first. Pierce Johnson, Tyler Kinley were used. I think something's wrong with their actual list here, because the first pitch on the way is a sinker right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. 98 off the plate, 1-1. Double check something because I could have swore that I saw that. earlier today. 1-1 count. Swing, sizzles it foul. Matt Olson, the batter, on a 1-2 count. A little bit of a delay for some reason. I'm not sure what's taking him so long to get back into the box. Here we go, the 1-2, outside wide, 2-2. 2-2 count. Kicks and fires, swing, fouls it back, we'll do it again. Yeah, the Braves, they did bring Hunter Stratton up. Okay. I thought they had left him down for the time being. So Stratton is another one, but he would be in if the game got out of hand one way or the other. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Olson's woes continue. 2 down. He's now batting just .258. When you consider he's lost close to 30 points on his batting average in about a month. And a power outage like we've never seen with him. And they keep batting him in the number 2 spot. First pitch to Baldwin. Pops it up. Gave that at bat away. F5 in your scorecard, and that'll end the inning. Braves get one on, and then they go down. 1, 2, 3. We'll be back in a flash here in Braves country.
So the best safe word you can use is meatloaf, because it means I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Road Stadium and why?
Oh, Atlanta.
Why Atlanta?
Because I just love the baseball atmosphere. It's just fun to play there.
This division, what's the harder environment to play in as a visiting player, Atlanta or Philly? Really?
Atlanta. Yeah, the baseball atmosphere there in Atlanta is crazy every single day. It could be a Tuesday morning game.
Okay.
And it's still like you're playing Saturday night.
All right.
So.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Hey, don't run from the Lord. Where are you going?
Hold on! This is my favorite. Hold on! Her sister was a witch, right? And what was her sister? A princess! The Wicked Witch of the East, bro!
I'm gonna stab him.
You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
It's my favorite
She
movie.
wore a crown and she came down in a bubble,
I'm
dog!
not fighting with you.
Grow up, bro! Grow up!
If you don't think Mel Ott was one of the greatest players of all time, then you're Ott of your mind. His 42 home runs and 151 RBIs in 1929 were both records for players who were 20 years old or younger at the start of the season. Despite being only 5 feet, 9 inches, and 170 pounds, he led the National League in home runs 6 times. From 1928 to 1945, he led the New York Giants in home runs. This 18-season dominance is a record. He was the youngest player to hit 100 home runs and the first National Leaguer to hit 500 homers. And he was the first National League player to have 8 consecutive 100 RBI seasons. Runners didn't dare run on him after his 26 assists in his first season as a full-time player. He hit better than 310 times in his major league career. At the time of his retirement, he had 200 more home runs than the next highest National League player. One sports writer summed up his life perfectly. His death was the worst that could have happened to baseball, but his playing career had been the best.
Welcome back. Eric Fetty goes back to work. First pitch on the way, drops a bunt. Barehanded by Williams, and Edwards will be safe. Otto Lopez will be safe. Tested the arm of Luke Williams, and he definitely beat it out. Good attempt by Williams. Lopez has really good speed. It's a little amazing to me that they don't try to cue him and Edwards up at the top of the order with that speed. First pitch on the way to Marcy is a sweeper outside. It's 1-0. I mean, if I was sitting there in lineup, I would have Lopez right after Edwards and then Stowers. That could be a nightmare for opposing teams. 1-0, outside wide, 2-0. I guess the idea is because Lopez has a little pop in his bat, but I don't care, man. You put two guys with blinding speed back to back. That is an absolute nightmare for opposing defenses. That's why I want Profar batting second when Acuna comes back. The 2-0. Right there on the outer edges to him. Give me as much of speed as I can get back to back to back. And then I'll let the bopper sit in the middle of the order. 2-1 count. Righty-lefty matchup. Fetty delivers. Ball. Looked like a strike. It's going to get away. And Lopez will be standing at second by the time the dust settles. They did give him a strike call there, so it's 2-2. That's just a bad job by Drake Baldwin. That'll be a pass ball. Hit on the outer edge of his glove as he was trying to frame it in. The 2-2, swing, fouls it back. We'll do it again. Same two teams back at it tomorrow. 1:35 will come on the air at 1 p.m. Get you ready for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. Joey Wednesday for the Braves. The 2-2 swing. That ball's down for a base hit. Cut off by Brujan. He kind of fumbles it, bumbles it, fires it into second, and it's going to be an RBI double for the Marlins. Just slid in front of it. That should be a single, an RBI, and an E9 on Brujan. Now, we told you at the beginning of the day, his true position is third base. He has been playing outfield, but he's not an outfielder by trade. First pitch on the way to the number 6 hitter. Hernandez is down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Swing, pops it up. Who wants it? Allen calls off Ozzy. Makes the catch. A little bit behind the second base bag. One down. One down, and Wagaman will take to the plate. Wagaman 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up in the second inning. Infield is back into the left. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss cutter. It's 0-1. A 1 count. Outside wide, 1-1. He's going to turn and flip, step off the bag, hold on to the ball. He was chasing the runner back to second base. The 1-1 swing. Back foul. It's 1-2. One-two count. Swing, pops it up, back foul, out of play. We'll do it again. Marlins lead at 1-0, top of the fourth. Fetty, by the way, 65 pitches here in the fourth and only 1 out, so he's got to buckle down quickly. The 1-2. Swing, rips it into center. That ain't going to get it done. Michael Harris comes up throwing, fires it into the infield, bounces it up the line, and the Marlins will take a 2-0 lead. Good hustle. Leave it on the crack of the bat by Hernandez. And it's an RBI single by Wagaman. Paulie will be the batter now. Wagaman doesn't have great speed, so he stayed at first even though they threw it all the way through the infield. Kranitz is going out there to talk to Fetty now, probably just trying to give him a breather and also trying to tell him, hey man, we need 5 innings out of you one way or the other. You got to start throwing knucklers, whatever you got to do. Kranitz heads back to the dugout. One on, one out. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss changeup. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Righty-lefty matchup. Kicks and fires. Down and in. 1-1. 1-1 count. Really couldn't ask for better weather for a doubleheader for the Braves in August. As the 1-1 misses high 2-1. It's going to get down into the high 70s tonight at Turner Field. Got up into the very low 80s, and it was pretty much cloudy most of the day. Didn't have a lot of sun on everybody. Of course, it's not nearly as humid in Georgia as it is up down south. The 2-1 misses high, 3-1. When I first saw this weeks ago, I was like, man, August in Georgia. Oof, doubleheader. They are going to be sweating in places they didn't know they had places. The 3-1 count. In the dirt, ball gets away, ball 4. They'll have runners on first and second and 1 out. So 2 on and 1 out. Miami Marlins already scored 2 in this inning. First pitch to the number 9 hitter, Derek Hill, is a swing and a miss at the sweeper. It's 0-1. Hill struck out his first time up. He had 2 runners on last time. After a double steal, he had him on second and third with 2 outs and struck out. The 0-1 drops a bunt, good bunt, and Fetty underhands it. Did he get him? That was close. He just got him. Runners will move to second and third. 1-3 put out. The official score does not know what they're doing if you're following, but that's par for the course in Turner Field nowadays, or Truist Park nowadays. They gave him a sacrifice bunt. That is not a sacrifice bunt. You can't sacrifice yourself to move runners over with 2 outs. So you would think it'll eventually get fixed. He's 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch on the way to Edwards is a cutter outside wide. It's 0-1. Sacrifice has to be for the idea that you are setting something up. The 0-1. Swing. Fouls it back, it's 0-2. But if nobody challenges it, and they probably won't, like the other day when we were talking, there was a play that happened, I can't remember what it was, and someone called it out to a sports writer, and they said, no, it never got changed because no one challenged it on the other side. Then a lot of times it doesn't get changed. The 0-2, down and away, 1-2. trying to remember what the play was, but it had something to do with an earned run. And neither player was going to challenge it because it was going to hurt both their stats. 1-2 count. Outside wide. 2-2. Edwards 0 for 2 on the day. He's had a good series so far. One single could double the lead. 2-0 your score. Top of the fourth. The 2-2. Down and in. Good take. Fetty was trying to wipe him out with that sweeper down and in. Full count. Miami 2, Braves nothing. The payoff pitch. Swing, slaps it back foul. Went with the sinker outside. Fetty, by the way, he's about to throw his 80th pitch. So 5 innings is going to be about the most we'll get out of him. Once again, the bullpen is fairly well rested. Remember, we do have the day off on Monday, so they're not in dire straits. The payoff pitch, swing, chops it through the hole, and that's going to score a run. That should score 2. Here comes the throw, and it will make it 4-0 Marlins. Xavier Edwards continues his hitting ways in this series. And they've doubled the lead, 4 runs here in the 4th inning. And Eric Fetty almost got out of it. Diving attempts by both infielders. Luke Williams was the only one that had the real chance at it. He's not really a third baseman by trade. First pitch on the way. Stowers digs in, who's 0 for 1. He's right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Runner goes. Throw comes down to second, and Xavier Edwards and the Marlins take advantage. Baldwin behind the plate, and another stolen base. They have been running wild on him this series. And I don't think Baldwin's that bad of a defensive catcher considering where he is in his career. Is 1-1 misses high, 2-1. Definitely think he's going to get better. But he's going to have to work on a lot of things, release time. And Fetty's not doing him any favors by giving these huge leads to these batters. Runners. The 2-1. Swing, chops it over towards Ozzy. Ozzy has got to hurry, flips it to first, and that'll end the inning. But not before the Marlins put 4 on the board. It's 4-0. We'll go to the bottom of our 4th and see if we can knot it up at 4. We'll be back in a flash.
Hey, to all the people out there who be eating salt and vinegar chips on purpose, are y'all okay?
What are you looking at, you dirty old skank? What are you looking at, Popeye? What are you looking at, you piece of road trash? What are you looking at? Jeez, I can smell you from over here. What are you looking at me for? I'm not a bottle of Jim Beam.
What's your emergency?
Yeah, somebody's just broke into my house.
Okay, we'll get a unit over shortly.
Okay, please hurry.
Real quick, can you verify your race for us?
I'm black. No, I'm sorry, I'm white. I'm full white.
Okay, can you answer a few questions just to confirm?
Okay.
Okay, how do you feel about Black Lives Matter?
All lives matter.
Nice. Did OJ do it?
Yeah, he did it.
Okay, who's the best boxer in the United States?
Jake Paul.
King of R&B.
Justin Bieber.
Okay, last question. Say ask.
X. Oh,
Listen to me, sweetie. You're a good fella. I love being married to you. I do. Now, that being said, RVNO.
Okay, I see.
You see what?
You obviously like being a slave to the clock. You feel compelled to follow a certain schedule, whereas I am independent-minded.
Don't quote from the video.
1986, Major League Baseball All-Star Game. Detroit Tiger Lou Whitaker is voted to start at second base. The game is in Minneapolis. Whitaker flies out, gets there, realizes he literally forgot his uniform. Doesn't have anything. I think Burt Blyleven loaned him a helmet. Damasco Garcia of the Blue Jays loaned him some gloves. And basically they went to a concession stand in the Metrodome and bought a jersey. They sold visiting teams jerseys. They bought a Tiger jersey, and then someone scribbled a number 1 on the back in black marker. And Lou Whitaker wore that in the All-Star game as his Tigers uniform. It's one of the greatest things ever.
Welcome back, Braves Country Radio. First pitch on the way to Marcell Ozuna. It's a four-seam well inside. It's 1-0. Long half inning there for the Marlins, so Alcantara, though rested, may be rusty. The 1-0. Drops the curveball there at the knees. It's 1-1. Alcantara, 48 pitches. Right where he wants to be in theory. The 1-1. Down and away to him. 2-1 count. Alcantara down below the knees, 2-2. Excuse me, 3-1. 3-1 count. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep. Get up! Get up! Get up! Get going, baby! Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong, a solo shot, and the Big Bear goes big bomb on the big yard, baby! A hanger, a banger. His 17th home run of the year. 433 happy feet over the center field wall here in Truist Park. And the Braves are on the board. And it's now just a 3-run game. Nobody out. Michael Harris II, who's 1 for 1, grabs the stick. Righty-lefty, first pitch on the way. Right there for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing, slaps it on the left side of the infield. Backhanded by Lopez. He'll make it close, but you're not getting money, Mike. Busting it down the line, and it's an infield single. Let's go, Braves Country!
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle-dazzle.
Still can't get over them drinking out of a damn shoe. They got to fix that by next year. First pitch on the way to Ozzy Albies is swung on and whiffed. Four-seam fastball right by him. It's 0-1. Ozzy roped one into right field. A diving, sliding catch by Hernandez is the only thing that kept that from going to extra bases and possibly an RBI at the time. The 0-1 fouls it straight back. It's 0-2. Michael Harris. He grabbed second last time up, so you got sure that's in the back of Alcantara's mind. The 0-2 count. Brings it. Runner goes, backs it up the middle, and right standing there at second base. That is a bad luck double play. Shortstop coming over there. Lopez was coming to second because Harris was taken off, and the ball was roasted right to him. I think Fozzie lets that go. He probably steals the base, but it looked like it may have been a strike. And it was just hit to the perfect spot. If it goes anywhere else, you're at least going to have runner at second and probably a base hit. So bad luck play there. First pitch on the way to Vital Brujan. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. He walked his first time up. 1-0. Down and into him. 2-0 count. Pitch on the way. Swing, chops it back foul. 2-1. Brujan can get on. It would be Luke Williams next. But at least you would clear his bat for the next inning. The 2-1. Swing. Rifles it back down the line. 2-2. That one came in at 98 miles an hour. 2-2 count. Braves trail by 3 just here in the 4th inning, so quite a ways to go. Marcell Ozuna just went yard, the 2-2. Inside almost gets him. Full count. Ozuna with the 17th home run of the year. Harris is 2 for 2. They're getting the hits on them. They're getting base runners on. They just haven't come through with the crooked number yet. The payoff. Down and away, ball 4. So if nothing else, that is going to bring Luke Williams to the plate. When you got a guy that's out there hitting 111 on the year, you at least want to clear him for the next inning. Who knows? I mean, he's talking about someone who's due to get a base hit. It's old lukewarm Luke here. Righty-lefty matchup, or righty-righty matchup. First pitch, swing and a miss. That curveball was well out of the zone. It's on 1. You could have given him an or, he wouldn't have hit that. The 0-1, dancing back and forth, brings it. 97 at the knees. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Standing on deck is Allen, and then you got the top of the order. The 0-2, swing, lifts it. Down the right field line, giving chase is the right fielder. He's going to run out of room. Hernandez crashes into the wall there. Padding will hold him up. We'll do it again at 0-2. The 0-2 count. Down below the knees, called strike 3. Brujan took off. He would have had the base stolen. Ticky-tack, but it was technically probably right there at the bottom of the zone. We'll be back in a flash. The big zoo went big yard. We'll be back. Braves trail by only 3.
What are you doing?
Hold that.
I'm not holding anything.
I'm just rearranging the flowers that you get me.
Most Americans don't realize the fight it took to secure our Bill of Rights. Virginia Governor Patrick Henry, a staunch anti-federalist, opposed the Constitution, fearing it gave the federal government too much power over the states and lacked protections for individual liberties. To win over skeptics, James Madison promised to propose a Bill of Rights if the Constitution was ratified. Madison won. Undeterred, Henry then gerrymandered Madison's district to block him from being elected to the first Congress and persuaded Madison's protege James Monroe to run against him. Again, Madison triumphed and kept his promise, drafting a list of 20 amendments. He pared this down to 17 the House approved. The Senate reduced the list further to 12, which were sent to the states for ratification. December 15th, 10 of those amendments became part of the Constitution when Virginia became the 11th state to ratify them in 1791, our Bill of Rights. Remarkably, one of the 2 amendments that didn't pass at the time, on congressional pay, was finally ratified almost 200 years later, becoming the 27th Amendment in 1992. Who knew?
He won the batting title in 3 decades. The 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. That isn't talked about that much, but I think that's one of the coolest things that he ever accomplished.
Even as his career neared its finish line, Brett was still a massive star, whose appeal transcended the baseline. But even as he enjoyed his continued popularity, life for maybe baseball's most eligible bachelor was about to change.
All I know is my brother Ken played 12 years in the big leagues, never got married when he was playing in the big leagues. And I saw the lifestyle he had, and I kind of liked that. And I just decided that I was going to wait until I couldn't wait any longer, and that's when I met my wife.
Join the country club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the country club today. Welcome back. First pitch on the way is right down the pipe for a strike by Eric Fetty. It's 0-1. 0-1. Down below the knees, 1-1. They're showing comparisons with, been doing this for a while, with Drake Baldwin for Rookie of the Year rankings. Well, the biggest thing I can tell you is that out in the desert, Drake Baldwin is a minus 210 favorite to win the Rookie of the Year. That's a pretty heavy favorite. Pitch is foul back. So 1-2. I think the next closest guy was plus 155 is the 1-2. Caught, look at strike 3. Got him with the cutter on the outer edge. Yak him. One away. So right now, if the season were to end right now, Drake Baldwin's going to get that Rookie of the Year. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch right there, cutter at the knees. It's 0-1. Be interested to see if they try to do the same thing with Drake that they did with Michael Harris, or if they punt that idea. The 0-1. Swing. Chops it high in the air, soft liner into the glove of Ozzy Albies as he drifts back towards shallow right field. F4 your scorecard, 2 down. I think they would definitely try to do it if they move Sean Murphy, but you wonder if having him locked up long term, if that would hold them back on getting a deal done. I would love to see it. First pitch on the way is a sweeper down and in. It's 1-0. So I just think that hitting-wise, Drake Baldwin is a natural. I don't think he's ever going to be a 50 home run hitter, don't get me wrong, but I think he can put up between 20 and 30 every year and hit for a high average, and that's not nothing. 1-0's down below the knees, 2-0. If he's behind the plate on most of those at-bats, that is a huge advantage. 2-0 count. Outside wide, 3-0. The 3-0. Got the cutter there for a strike, 3-1. Marlins 4, Braves 1. Marcell Ozuna with the home run tonight, the 3-1. Pops out of the glove of Drake. It was well out of the zone, ball 4. That was pitch number 96 for Fetty. That might be about it. They might let him try to get one more batter. He's right there at the century mark. Marcy will head down to first. And Hernandez will come to the plate. First pitch on the way, Marcy takes off, and he will have second base stolen. Didn't look like he got a great jump. I believe that Drake had a hard time getting the ball out of his glove. It was a bender, a cutter, well down in the zone. I think by the time he got a good grip on it out of the glove, it was too late. The 1-0, outside wide, 2-0. So another runner in scoring position for the Marlins. Braves have taken 2 of the first 3 games in this series. The 2-0, up top first strike, 2-1. If this score were to hold, tomorrow's game would be the rubber match of the 5-game series. Braves have a chance to win the series right here tonight. 2-1 count. Inside 90 miles an hour, 2-2. And I do believe that we're going to see a much better performance out of Wentz tomorrow. He'll be on the hill for the Braves. The 3-1 pitch. Right there for a strike. Good sweeper. That's been his best pitch all night long. Eric Fetty's at 101 pitches. I think you can almost guarantee this is his last batter. It's definitely his last inning. Payoff pitch. Fetty brings it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with the cutter, and he'll leave with 5 innings, 4 runs, 4 strikeouts, but he did walk 4. We'll be back in just a moment. Braves trail 4-1.
I'm not a racist. My favorite movie is Rocky.
What does that make you not racist?
Apollo Creed is in the movie.
So?
So, he's a black guy who wins against a white guy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, it's assuming you count Italians as whites, which I mostly do. Of course, they weren't white up until the 1960s. They got a big bump after Korea. And it wasn't so much they got more white, the Cubans got more black, but I was okay with that too.
Isn't this the toast that got you kicked out of Ronnie's wedding?
Again, he married an Italian.
Jesus.
You think you could babysit your cousin?
Of course I can.
Yeah, if he cries, what do you do?
If he cries?
Yeah.
I'm smacking the shit out of him. I'll be like, shut the f***.
Probably hungry.
Oh, then I'll feed him.
Okay, but what if he doesn't want food?
Now I'm smacking him. I'll be like...
No, he could be tired.
Oh, then I'll lay him down for a nap. Okay,
but what if he keeps crying?
You already know I'm f***ing him up.
No, you'll rock him.
That's what I mean. I'm rocking his jawline.
I mean, rock him.
Oh, rock him.
Yes, and then he'll probably go to sleep.
Okay, and then if he don't, that's when I'll...
Dick Williams had come in as a drill sergeant manager, vowing to change the atmosphere of what everyone referred to as the country club of the Boston Red Sox.
Well, I made a statement and everybody laughed at me, especially the New England writers.
Dick, will you make a prediction for the 1967 Red Sox?
I honestly think we'll win more ball games than we lose.
They thought I was nuts.
But Williams had a plan. He was going to go with his young players, like shortstop Rico Petrocelli, first baseman George Scott, and center fielder Reggie Smith. And he was going to get them to play his way.
Good defense, played good, smart baseball, ran the bases well, and were able to get bunts down and hit and run, do those things he felt that we had a chance.
And the young players weren't the only players who were inspired. Sensing a chance to turn the franchise around, Yaz attacked the season with a renewed vigor.
Tired of losing, Yaz got himself in the greatest shape of his life. He worked out, he got stronger, they tried to pitch him in. Now he was getting the bat out, his hands in, the bat out, and bang! Now he was hitting home runs.
Welcome back to Braves Country Radio. Nick Allen takes the first pitch outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. Singled his first time up. 1 for 1 on the night. The 0-1. Right there for a strike. It's 0-2. Nick Allen's second hit of the day here in this twin bill. Alcantara, he's walked 3 of his own with 3 strikeouts in 4 innings. The 0-1. Down and in, 1-1. That's been his biggest drawback this year. A lot of pass balls have led to runs. The 1-2, whoa, that ball went way to the backstop. 2-2. Think if Nick Allen had to do it all over again, he's swinging at that pitch and taking off running to first base. He'd be standing at first. The 2-2. Down and away, another one. 3-2. The 2 curveballs in a row. He might have to throw that one out till the next inning. That curveball is curving a little too much. The payoff pitch, outside wide, ball 4. They call it for a strikeout. Ugh. Edwin Moscaso continues to be terrible at his job. 2. Yeah, solid 2 inches off the plate. Nowhere near the zone. And nothing but crickets from the dugout. First pitch on the way is a curveball to Profar. It's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup. The 1-0 swing pops it up. High down the first base side in foul territory. It'll get into the stands. Become a souvenir for someone. As they're wrestling it away. One count. Swing, slaps it through the hole. Single into right field, and the jerk store goes back to work. Pro far, pro good.
Well, the jerk store, Cole, they're running out of you. It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
First pitch on the way to Matt Olson. is down and in. Slider for a ball. It's 1-0. Braves trail 4-1. One swing could really get us back in it. Matt Olson has been awful recently. The 1-0. Outside wide 2-0. Middle of a big-time slump. The 2-0. In the dirt, 3-0. 3-0 count. Righty-lefty matchup. The pitch on the way. Outside wide, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. Good eye by Olson to work his way aboard.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House. Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
First pitch to Drake Baldwin is down and in. Curveball, it's 1-0. Matt Olson has yet to hit a home run in August. He hit only 3 in July and 3 in the month of June. So 6 home runs total since June 1st from your power hitter. That's not going to get it done. 1-0 to Drake. Slider on the outer edge. 1-1. So he's getting some base hits. He's still getting about a 250 average most months, but he's just not getting any pop to it, which is what you come to expect from Olson. 1-1 swing, lifts it, fouling out of play. Runners on first and second. 1-2 count. They got the chop going here in Truist Park. We'll chop along with them. Drake Baldwin digs in. The 1-2. Swing, slaps it into left field. That's down for a base hit. They'll send the runner around to score, and we'll keep it at first and second. But the Braves have cut the lead to 4-2, and that's the Drake coming through, baby!
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
Good piece of hitting there by Baldwin. It's going to raise his batting average for the month of July to 357. They're going to go out there and talk to Alcantara real quick. That looks like the pitching coach, Moscas. You know, if nothing else, you can make the strong argument that Drake should be hitting in front of Olson. And when he's not behind the plate, he should probably, against right-handers, be the designated hitter. I think you can go ahead and can the idea that Sean Murphy can be a designated hitter. He's just too streaky of a batter. You can put him in at DH when he's hot, but you can't rely an entire season on that. First pitch on the way to Ozuna is a slider right there at the knees. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Runners at first and second, still one out. The pitch. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep. Get up! Get up! Get up! Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. 416 happy feet. 2 home runs on the night for the Zoo. And it's 5-4. How about that? A mighty smack over the track. And Alcantara's woes continue here in 2025. It's going to be 4 RBIs on the day for the Big Zoo. 2 home runs. Get it? We still only have 1 out. Michael Harris II comes to the plate, 97, out wide. It's 1-0. With 1-0. Swing roasted up the middle. 3 hopper into the glove of Lopez. He'll flip it to first, 2 down. That was a hanging curveball. That pitch, he's been struggling with all inning long. He's been throwing it to the backstop. He finally got it near the zone, but it just hung up there. I'm telling you, he ought to just kick that pitch away until 2026. First pitch on the way is down and in. Slider to Ozzy Albies. It's 1-0. Ozzy had to hit the deck. He almost got it in the shoe. A little surprised Alcantara is so heavy on that curveball coming off of Tommy John. They normally don't want you to use that pitch, and that really wasn't his go-to pitch before the injury. 1-0, swing, chops it foul. It's 1-1. What I remember covering these games with Alcantara when he was at his peak, an elite fastball and a sinker that could just pin you at the knees. And he would dust in some off speed, but those were his 2 main pitches. 1-1, lifts it foul down the line. 1-2. One-two count. Brings it. Swing. Slaps it over to first. Hard hopper, but right into the glove of the first baseman, Wagaman. He'll step on the pillow, and that'll end the inning. But not for your Atlanta Braves. Put 4 on the board. A tray by the Big Zoo. Oh, baby, Saturday night in Braves country.
I'm sorry, I'm such a bad host. Can I get you guys something to drink? Oh, please, you're fine. I'll have a water when you get a second. Water? Got it. Dalton, did you want a water or anything? I'll do a root beer float. You can't just go to someone's house and ask them to make you a root beer float. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, I would. I just don't have root beer. Oh, okay, it's fine. I'll have a milkshake then. Dude, pick a household drink. I don't know which ones are. What did you get? Water. Water? Okay. Do you have ice? Yeah, I have ice. I'll do a snow cone then.
To the 98% of people who follow me but don't talk to me, who are you? Do you like taco?
I ain't real proud of this, but damn, I've been drinking the out of them White Claws. I talked a lot of about them, but they kind of are nice. By the time I drink 15 beers, I'm so burpy and farty, I might need a spit up with a little and I drink liquor the same way I drink beer, and that's fast. Then the only one around here having fun is me and maybe a cop that gets a chance to kick my ass. He's got his taser out as soon as he shows up. Can't say I blame him. All he's heard is that there's a belligerent drunk 6'2" Sasquatch running around, and he is unpredictable at best. There ain't no brakes on this train. But them old claws, yeah, they taste about like you're making out with a cat that has a piece of fruit in its mouth. But I can put 12 of them down in a pretty reasonable amount of time. Biggest problem I see with them, though, is the price point. It's a little ridiculous to price a product that high in such economic times. It's arguably the hardest it has ever been out here for a pimp.
No doubt about it, the 67 Sox will be becoming a team with championship dreams.
It was a game in Fenway Park in late June against the Chicago White Sox when the Red Sox fell behind by a run in the bottom of the 11th inning, and Tony came up and hit a 2-run home run to win the game, and it was like an exuberance. Fans went crazy. They hadn't seen things like this in a long time.
Welcome back. First pitch on the way is a sinker from Aaron Bummer. It's right there and on the track. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. The 0-1 pops it up high into the sky. Coming over. Making the catch is Brujan. One away. Aaron Bummer on for Eric Fetty, who is in line to get the win if the Braves hold this 5-4 lead after the Braves scored 4 in the 5th, giving up 4 in the 4th and scoring 1 in their 4th. First pitch on the way to Paulie. Left-handed batter who's walked 2 times tonight. It's right there for a strike. On the inside, it's 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup, the 0-1. Right there at the knees. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, pops it up. Giving chase is Harris. He'll call off Profar, left center field. 2 down. Two up, 2 down. So far, so good here in the 6th inning. Braves enjoy a 5-4 lead. 5 runs, 7 hits for the Braves. 4 runs, 5 hits for the Marlins. No errors recorded. First pitch on the way. Swing. That ball's rifled to right field. Drifting back. Making the catch is Brujan. And the 6th inning with Aaron Bummer goes 1, 2, 3. We'll be back in a flash. The bottom of the order due up for the Braves.
They always say that you only live once. And that is such a relief. I cannot do this a second time. Thank God.
My mom isn't wearing shorts or underwear under her dress. That's what my daughter just said to the salesman at the mattress store. We went to look at mattresses, and I have a white dress on. And I made a strategic decision before I left to not wear anything underneath it. And my kids saw. Mistake number 1, they saw it. And mistake number 2 is I didn't fully I answer all of their questions before we got out of the car, so they still didn't understand that it wasn't something that we should share. So fast forward to walking into the mattress store, and they shared that information immediately, just freely with that guy. So needless to say, it was challenging for me to lay on the mattresses, especially knowing what he knew at that point. And then we didn't buy one because we left pretty shortly after that. 5 out of 10 would recommend this dress. It's a cute dress, but you just can't wear anything underneath it. 0 out of 10 would recommend having kids.
I don't mean to brag, but my videos are enjoyed by well over 4 people worldwide.
When Detroit began to burn to the ground in July of 1967, Willie Horton, still in his uniform, walked the streets of Detroit pleading for peace among African Americans in the community, and it went for naught. And that really was the beginning of a summer of tremendous unrest.
While the country struggled with racial issues, baseball offered the nation a model to follow.
It never was an issue, and I don't think it hardly ever is an issue in baseball. It's colorblind. It's been colorblind since Jackie Robinson broke in such a long time ago.
Welcome back. Interesting note, Brujan has been very good friends with Marcell Ozuna. Goes back to the Marlins days. First pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. He was met with a big congratulatory hug by Ozuna when he came into the clubhouse. It's going to be Belazzo on the bump for the Marlins, the right-hander. Kicks and fires on the 1-0. And it's right down the pipe. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. Brings it. Swing. Slaps it to center, and that's down for a base hit. And there you go. Let's go, Braves country. Atlanta Braves got the leadoff runner on and a 1-run lead, and Brujan and your Atlanta Braves get things going here to start the inning. First pitch on the way to Luke Williams is a cutter up top for a ball. It's 1-0. I don't know why they're not dropping a bunt here with Luke. Batting 107 on the year now. The 1-0. Outside wide, 2-0. Nick Allen handles the bat much better than Luke Williams. You could bunt Brujan over to second and give Allen and Profar a chance to drive him in. The 2-0 misses high, 3-0. 3-0 count, we might luck out and get a free pass here, but the 1-run lead. The next regime, you hope that you see more than just playing for the 3-run home run every inning. The 3-0. Down and away, ball 4. That one looked like it hit the zone, but we'll take it. He'll head on down to first. And Nick Allen, you would definitely think they would drop a bunt here. He can handle the bat very well. You can get runners in second and third with one out in the top of the order to hey, welcome back, Velvet. Righty-righty matchup that he does show bunt. He drops a very good bunt down. Backhanded, firing over to first. Bad throw. Did he hold the bag? He did. It's going to be a 1-3 putout as Allen and Edwards collided. Xavier Edwards, the second baseman, covering the bag. He rotated on the wheel play and makes the grab, and almost because of the errant throw, that was almost a disaster for both infielders of the Braves. Last thing those two guys need is an injury knocking them out of the lineup. More so for the Marlins. That's their leadoff hitter. That's the catalyst of their lineup. Profar digs in. First pitch on the way is a changeup down and in. It's 1-0. Not that Nick Allen doesn't do a great job defensively for the Braves, but when you're 18 games under 500, it doesn't seem as pressing of an issue. The infield is now drawn in, and we've got runners at second and third. One out. The 1-0 to our leadoff batter, Profar. Fly ball would double the lead. Cutter up top. Good take by Profar, trying to get him to chase and pop it up. It's 2-0. 2-0 count. Vincent Milazzo, his 11th pitch of the inning. Brings it down and in, 3-0. He has struggled to find the zone. The only out they've recorded was the freebie. On the bunt. The 3-0 count. Up top, misses, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first. We got the bases loaded. One out.
Well, the jerks start calling. They're running out of you. It's smart. It's a smart line, and a smart crowd will appreciate it. And I'm not going to dumb it down for some bonehead mass audience.
Daniel Mascos, the pitching coach, is coming out there to talk to Milazzo. He is definitely not hitting his mark. Ducks all over the pond. Matt Olson coming to the plate. Wouldn't this be a fine time for him to get out of that slump? Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing! That ball's hammered into right field. Down for a base hit. Here comes the throw into the infield. If you want to call that, it came dribbling around. And the Atlanta Braves have taken a 6-4 lead. Good piece of hitting there by Matt Olson.
This is not watered down. This is Ice House.
Ice House.
Smooth as it gets.
I mean, can we get anybody but Freddie Krueger out there at third base, coach? He's killing every rally. That ball was basically rolled to the infield, and he went station to station again. 6-4 your score. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss. I'd like to see the... Yeah, you've got to send him. The ball's just rolling through there. Jeez. The 0-1. Bases loaded. Drake Baldwin, the batter, takes the changeup down and in. It's 1-1. And the reason why the runner at third was tagging back is because Freddie was telling him to tag. It was obvious that that ball was going to get in front of the outfielder. He just doesn't have a feel for the game. The 1-1, outside wide, 2-1. 2-1 count. Righty-lefty. Here's the pitch. Swing, slaps it to left field. That's down for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes the throw to home. And 2 runs will score. Jerickson Profar going through the stop sign. And the Braves have taken an 8-4 lead. Once trailing 4-0, they have doubled up the fish on a Saturday night fish fry. How about that? Good piece of hitting there by the Drake.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
So 8-4, and Marcell Ozuna, the batter, runners at first and second, 1 out. First pitch. Up top. It seems like he just hit his 3-run home run. It's on 1. Braves have come up here on a Saturday night and clocked the Marlins. Once down 4-0 in the fourth. They've scored 1 in the fourth, 4 in the fifth, and 3 here in the sixth. The 0-1. Swing, lifts it high and deep into center field. Going back on the track, making the catch just before the warning track for a loud out number 2. He just missed that one. Almost went 3. Already with 2 home runs by Ozuna. 1 in the fourth that broke the scoreless by the Atlanta Braves. A 433-foot blast to center. And then hit another one, 416, a 3-run shot in the fifth. Michael Harris II takes the first pitch, cutter down and in. It's 1-0. 1-0. This feels more like the Braves team we thought we'd see beginning of the season. The 1-0. Swing, fouls it back. It's 1-1. Starting to score a little more, play with a little more swagger and a little more energy. They're not getting great starting pitching, but Hurston Waldrop was outstanding today. Fetty did just enough to keep him in it until the bats got going. The 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Harris is 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a stolen base. 1-2. Outside, chops it foul. Just got a piece of it. We'll do it again. Michael can keep the line moving. Ozzy Albies stands on deck. The Braves have 10 hits already. 8 runs. 4 runs, 5 hits for the Marlins. And a clean game with no errors recorded, though one should have been recorded earlier. The 1-2. Outside wide, 2-2. Two count. 2 on, 2 out. Deuces wild here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Swing, slaps it back foul. Do it again. He's doing that rounded swing again. When he flattens his swing out and goes through the zone, Harris is a much better hitter. I think that's just his go-to mechanism when he gets down in the count. The 2-2. Swing, lifts it. High into left center field, going back on the track, giving chase. Get up, get up! Catching it at the wall at the top of his jump, or that would have been extra bases and extra runs. But nonetheless, the Braves have taken an 8-4 lead. How about them Bravos, baby, on a Saturday night here in Braves country?
Ever since I joined TikTok, I can't even walk down the street without someone recognizing me from my videos.
You suck! You see my tatas through my shirt? Mind ya, biz.
I think I speak for just about every heterosexual male. If I can see your tatas through your shirt, I'm going to stare because they're out there.
A lot of people have asked me to react to the Olympic Australian breakdancing. Oh, I'll be the first to admit that I don't fully understand a lot of the flopping about that she's doing here. Now, I may not understand it, but I sure as wouldn't be able to do it. Not without pulling a hamstring or having a panic attack. She is at the Olympics, and I am sat at home. A fat. A lot of people are saying this shouldn't be in the Olympics, but we need this kind of weird in the Olympics. It spices it up. There's only so many times I can watch people run a slightly different number of meters. It gets boring. And what the are you doing with your life? Criticizing somebody in the Olympics? You're probably only watching this video because you ran out of Candy Crush energy points. You go to put your bins out and within seconds you're mouth breathing and thinking about ordering a more ergonomic office chair because your back hurts. So shut up and watch it.
Lou Brock, who was playing his first All-Star game.
I'd never been in an All-Star game ever, and I decided to come to the ballpark early so that you could look like you know what you're doing. And I got to the ballpark by 10 o'clock in the day, walked in, asked one of the clubhouse kid if he'd get me a Coca-Cola. The kid came back, and he said, by the way, my name is Tom Seaver.
Seaver, a future Hall of Famer, was a 22-year-old rookie pitcher for the New York Mets. And in his first All-Star appearance, he would prove to be unhittable. But the star of the game for the National League would be Cuban-born Tony Perez of the Cincinnati Reds, who won the game with a homer in the 15th inning.
Ball and Perez rips into it for a long drive to left field. It's gone!
Welcome back to Braves Country. Braves lead at 8-4. We go to the top of the 7th. Aaron Bummer back out there, by the way. First pitch on the way is a sinker at the knees to the leadoff batter for the Miami Marlins, Xavier Edwards. It's 0-1. Long sit for Bummer as a relief pitcher. A little surprised they're bringing him back out there. He could be ice cold, but so far so good. The 0-1. Right there, 90 at the outer edge. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Pitch on the way, swing, slaps it back. Do it again. Lefty-righty matchup. Standing on deck for the Marlins. Stowers, the 0-2, fouls it back. It's probably the main reason why the Braves are leaving Bummer in there is to face Stowers. And they could go to the right-handers in the bullpen. Probably depends on if there's any runners on base. The 0-2 count. Edwards 1 for 3 on the day. Pitch, swing, lifts it into center field, giving chase is Harris, and he will not be there in time. And it's a leadoff single for the Marlins. Just off the end of the bat, Harris giving good chase, but just out in front of him. Died right in front of his feet. 1 on, nobody out. Lefty-lefty matchup now. Stowers. First pitch, down and in, sinker, 1-0. Inside. 2-0. 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. Sweeper. 2-1. Infield back into the right, playing Stowers to pull. Braves lead at 8-4, but there's nobody out. One runner on second. Daysbull Hernandez is warming up in the bullpen for the Braves. The 2-1. Outside wide, 3-1. Count. Bummer comes set. Swing, chops and foul, 3-2. Again, these relief pitchers, they're not used to going back out there to begin with. But then also, when you put a long sit in between, you can get a lot of rust on a reliever. They got to go back out there and warm back up all over again. The payoff pitch. Caught, looking strike 3. Sweeper on the inner cut. We might have got the benefit of the doubt. That definitely looked like an Edwin Moscaso strike, but we'll take it. 1 away. Good frame by Drake Baldwin. Pitch appeared to be right there in the neighborhood. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way is down and in to Ramirez. It's 1-0. Gustin Ramirez 0 for 3 with 2 ground outs, a .235 average. 17 home runs on the year and 52 ribbies. A 1-0. Flips it at the knees. 4-seamer, 1-1. Double play would get Bummer out of this jam. Lopez is on deck. Marcy in the hole. Braves lead at 8-4. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Swing, rattles it back foul. We'll do it again. One-two count. Pitch on the way, swing, chops it foul. We'll do it again. Went with the sweeper. Edwards was on the move on that play. And he had the base stolen, but that pitch looked like if you take that, you're going to be heading back to the dugout. Picked a perfect pitch to go on. Slow bender from Bummer. The 1-2. Swing, chops it foul. Came in with the heat. And after seeing that slow bender, that 91-mile-an-hour four-seamer looks like triple digits. 1-2 count. Lefty-righty matchup, double play could end it. 1-2, swing, bangs it down the line, we'll do it again. The 1-2, in the dirt, 2-2. Ball gets away, but Edwards will stay put. The 2-2, swing, bangs it into the third base dugout of the Marlins. The 2-2, in the dirt, 3-2. Bummer, by the way, he's at 27 pitches. He's definitely done for the weekend after this outing, no matter how long they leave him out there now. 3-2 count. Flips it over to first. They got the runner picked off. High throw, but great tag by Olsen. He got him. Smoke him if you got him. He got him. 2 down. Xavier Edwards got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. It was a high throw, but Matt Olsen leaned out and slapped him on the arm. 2 down. He was gone. You could read Xavier Edwards' mind right there. It was Rutro. Rutro Raggy. Got him on the arm just before he slid in to the back of the first base bag as his helmet pops off. The 3-2. Swing, chops it foul. We'll do it again. So a full count. Payoff pitch, swing, hammers it down the line again. Ramirez, man, he is making Bummer work in this. Remember, it was 0-2. So now a full count. This is going to be the 13th pitch of the at-bat. Just keeps making contact and pulling it. Payoff pitch. Swing, rips it over towards shortstop. Diving attempt by Nick Allen, but it's going to be through for a base hit, and the inning continues. That goes back to my original, I think I told y'all last week when Don Drysdale, they were talking about walking a guy because he couldn't get him out. He goes, I think it's just going to be easier to hit that son of a bitch. And that'll be it for Aaron Bummer. He'll hit the showers. Runner at first, 2 outs. I believe Daysbel Hernandez will come in. The bullpen doors swing wide open. On this date, 1905, telegram sent to Ty Cobb by Joe Cunningham, a longtime friend, announced, quote, come at once. Stop. Very sorry. Stop. Your father is dead in a shooting accident. Stop. Hurry. Ty Cobb receives a telegram sent by his longtime hometown friend informing him that his father, Professor W.H. Cobb, had been killed in a shooting accident the previous night. The incident will profoundly affect the young life of the 18-year-old Augusta tourist of the South Atlantic League, becoming a sordid affair after the police revealed that his mother pulled the trigger. On this date in 1975 at Shea Stadium, Davey Lopes steals his 32nd consecutive base without being caught, breaking Max Carey's 1922 record in the Dodgers' 2-0 victory over New York. In 1989, Vince Coleman will break the Dodgers second baseman's mark. And on this date in 1992, the Brewers retired number 34 in tribute to Raleigh Fingers, who won the 1981 AL Cy Young Award and AL MVP in the first of his 4 seasons with the club. The handlebar mustache all-star closer, recently inducted into the Hall of Fame, will also be honored by Oakland next season when he joins Catfish Hunter as the franchise's second player to have his jersey number retired. Daysbel Hernandez is on the bump. Big right-hander with a 2.18 ERA. Effectively wild right-hander. You'll see him flirt with walking batters left and right, but somehow he normally gets out of it. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way to Lopez is chopped off the plate and got Drake Baldwin in the family jewels. It's 0-1. Drake bends over for a second, gasping for air. He appears to be okay. Swing and a miss slider. It's 0-2. Otto Lopez 1 for 3 with an infield single. The 0-2 slaps it out to right field, down for a base hit. Coming up with the ball is Brujan. Looks into the infield, but they'll go station to station. And runners at first and second with 2 outs. That was a cement mixer on the outer edge. Stayed up enough for Lopez to just poke it out there to right. Jacob Marcy, the batter. First pitch on the way. 97 down and in. 1-0. The 1-0. 97 on the outer edge. Just misses the call. 2-0. Two-0 count. Swing and a miss. Slider on the inside, 2-1. The 2-1. Slider misses down and away. Ball 3-1. So he's flirting with loading the bases. Standing on deck is Hernandez, representing the tying run. 8-4 your score. The 3-1 swing, pops it up. Down the third base line. Looks like it'll bend out of play, full count. So now the runners will be in motion. Time is called by Marcy. He'll step out of the box. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a single, a double, a run, and RBI. Small sample size, but he is batting .448 since being called up. The 3-2, down and in, ball 4. So Hernandez continues his wild ways. The bases are now loaded and 2 outs, and the tying run coming to home plate. It's been like that his entire career. Bases loaded. Hernandez versus Hernandez. Herberto versus Daysbel. First pitch is a swing and a miss on the outer edge. Slider bending away. It's 1-0-1. Hernandez 0 for 3 the pop out, foul out, and a strikeout. He'll step out of the box and grab his timeout. Pretty early in the at-bat to do that, but looked like he had an issue with his batting gloves. The 0-1, swing, hits it through towards the hole. It goes under the glove of Nick Allen, and 2 runs will score, and the Marlins have cut the lead in half. It's 8-6. Allen trying to keep that ball from going to the infield. He wouldn't have gotten anybody out, but he would have prevented the second run from scoring. We talked about this before he hit the IL a few months ago. Daysbel Hernandez he doesn't come off to me as a late inning guy. He comes off to me as someone you can use in your bullpen, but he's got to be somewhere around the 6th inning. He's got to be someone who's either you're trying to keep yourself in the game, but the game on the line, he walks too many guys. He's too wild. When he came up a few years ago, the hope was that he was going to get that under control, but it just looks like that's who he's going to be. But the Braves keep trying to force that round peg into the square hole because of his velocity. And a lot of times he gets out of jams, but this time he did not. But they're usually self-inflicted jams. First pitch on the way after the mound visit from Kranitz is 99, misses away, it's 1-0. Down and away. 2-0. 2-0 count. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Braves lead 8-6. They trailed 4-0, then grabbed an 8-4 lead, and now have coughed up that 4-run lead to where it's now only 2. Go ahead, run at home plate. Swing, chops it back foul. It's 2-2. Daysbel. Now 1 strike away from getting out of this mess. Only one of these runs will be charged. The bummer, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Finally gets out of it, but not before he coughs up a couple. Marlins cut the lead in half. It's a 2-run game. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch, Braves country.
All right. I can't see you. Let me hear you. A 1, a 2, a 3. Me out to the ball game. Me out to the side. Find me something up. Cracker Jack.
Welcome back. Ozzy Albies, the batter. Braves lead by 2. First pitch on the way is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Palazzo back to work. Swing and a miss cutter. 1-1. A little surprised he's back out there, but 8-6 your score. 1-1. The right-hander versus Ozzy Albies. Swing and a miss. Chase the changeup in the dirt. 1-2. One-two count. Brings it. Swing, slaps it back behind home plate. We'll do it again. Eight runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Braves. 6-9-0 for the Marlins. Bottom of the 7th, the 1-2. Swing. Rolls it over to the left side of the infield. That's going to get through for a base hit. Ozzy Albies takes a wide turn. He'll slam on the brakes. And the whiz is on to get things rolling here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Let's go, Ozzy!
I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz, I'm the whiz, and nobody beats me.
He had a huge shift on him. He would do that a little more often. They would quit shifting so far over, and the right side of the infield would open up for him. Druhan, the batter, 1-for-1 with the walk. First pitch on the way, high and outside. It's 1-0. 2 walks. 1-for-1 with 2 walks, excuse me. Picked up off the trash heap from Baltimore, who grabbed him from Chicago. The 1-0, swing and a miss. 1-1. Batting .255 on the season. Doesn't have a lot of pop. Has no home runs this year. He's a guy that's a good base runner. Can kind of play all over the field. More of a contact hitter. The 1-1 inside 2-1. One thing I do like about him so far, and obviously we're not very familiar with him, but he seems to have a good eye at the plate where he makes you pitch to him at least. And that's not nothing considering some of the guys that have come through Braves country recently. The 2-1. Swings. Lifts it into center field. Warning track power out number 1, deep center. Derek Hill with the catch. Ozzy will retreat back to first. One on, one out. Luke Williams, the batter. First pitch. Swing, pops it up. Back out of play. It's a 1. If you're wondering about the Braves bench, obviously we have Sandy Leon and Sean Murphy. And then Nacho Alvarez is sitting on the bench, along with Eli White. The 0-1, pops it up. Over at second base, making the catch, 2 down. Two down. They're probably not going to make a move, but I'm just tired of seeing Luke Williams get at bats. Hopefully when September hits and the September call-ups happen, he just doesn't see the field again. Except for when, I do like it when he comes in relief pitches and the blowouts. First pitch on the way is a sweeper. Down and away, it's 1-0. It's probably the only thing that's kept him on the roster. Being able to save the arms every once in a while. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Up top misses. 2-0. Nick Allen trying to keep the line moving. Top of the order. Due up next. There are 2 outs. We got a runner at first, leading by 2. 8-6 your score. Bottom of the 7th. The 2-0 count. Swing! That ball's lifted into left field. Getting over and making the running catch in the deepest part of left field is Marcy, and that'll end the inning. Once again, warning track power by Allen. I think that's about as hard as he can hit him. We'll be back in a flash. It's the 8th inning. You know what that means in Braves country. Happy hour time.
106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour. When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
Okay.
Get it! Hey!
Have dinner, buddy.
I put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Drink of me. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be communist country.
Well, for me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
Austin Cox will be your pitcher. Lefty-lefty matchup. Comes in with a 3.38 ERA. Southpaw. Fires into Sanoa. Slider down and away. Down and in, it's 1-0. Eli White has replaced Brujan in right field. The 1-0. Right there for a strike. 1-1 count. I don't know what his glove's like, but I would have been interested to see Eli White pinch hit for Luke Williams and slide Brujan to his natural position at third in that last inning. 1-2. Swing, chops it foul, will do it again. He obviously has a strong arm if they're sitting him out in right field, and most third basemen do. 1-2 count. Javier Sanoa, 245 batting average. Braves lead by 2. Austin Cox trying to keep it right here if he can. Raisel Iglesias was not used in game 1. He'll be ready to roll in the pen. 1-2. Swing. Fouls it away. Sanoa pinch hitting for Pauly, the left-handed third baseman. 1-2. Just misses outside, trying to get that curveball off the edge. Two count. Swing. High chopper over to third. Long throw. Here comes the cannon from third base, and a good play by Luke Williams. 1 away. Kind of an awkward throw, but remember, he's a middle infielder by trade, so Pretty good job there by Luke. Lefty righty as Hill comes to the plate. Curveball down and in. 1-0. Hill, the number 9 hitter, due up after him will be Edwards. Austin Cox trying to keep the tying run on deck in this inning. 1-0 right there for a strike. It's 1-1. After that, you would have Stowers. If he were to get into any trouble, that would probably be where the line would end for this time is called behind home plate. One count. Brings it. 94. Out wide. 2-1. Hill batting .211 on the year. Braves lead at 8-6. The 2-1. Below the knees. 3-1. Three-one count. Right there, 94. P at the knees. Full count. Infield back into the left. The payoff pitch. Caught looking strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry. 2 down. Flips his bat in disgust, but that was definitely a strike. 95. I mean, you talk about painting the edge. Good pitch by Austin Cox, 2 down. Sorry, Hill, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt on a 2-strike call when you're batting .214 and the number 9 hitter. First pitch on the way is a strike at the knees to Edward. It's 0-1, but that pitch was right there. Go ahead and clean the screen up for you. Lefty-righty matchup. Austin Cox trying to deliver a clean 8th inning. What a big deal that would be. The 0-1. Swing. Fouls it back. It's 0-2. Atlanta 8, Miami 6. Top of the 8th. 2 outs. High-scoring affair. You normally don't see that in the second game of a doubleheader. It's normally guys just giving up at bats and wanting to go to bed. The 0-2. Swing. Pops it back foul. We'll do it again. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Marlins. 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Braves. We're in the top of the 8th. The Braves will have one more round of at-bats. And then it's eyeglasses time. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. The X-Man is 2 for 4 on the day. 2 singles, 2 RBIs, a stolen base. He's 8 for 18 in this series. 1-2. Caught. Did he go around? Looked like he did. He did. Strike 3. Got him with the splitter. And how about Austin Cox coming in? He got the 5-3 put out and then back-to-back Ks. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th here in Braves country.
Life is hard, but it's harder when you're stupid.
You like my man? He turn you on? Pick out a casket and your favorite church song.
What is an open-faced sandwich?
That is a sandwich on one piece of bread. My grandmother used to make.
One piece of bread, so it's not finished?
It's finished.
Did you run out of bread?
No, I got plenty of bread.
Then why'd you stop making the sandwich?
The sandwich is made.
Is the bread on top or bottom?
Bread's on the bottom, piece of meat, cheese on top.
You're so close to being done.
If you fold it over, it's a finished half sandwich.
The sandwich is finished.
You should serve soup and a half sandwich like that place down the block with the bread bowls.
They have so much bread, they're making bowls out of it. They could help with your shortage.
I don't have a shortage.
Then finish the sandwich.
Give me this. Give me this.
Bread thing is stressing them out.
Big time.
It ain't the bread.
Hi, ladies. How you doing? I want to kill you. Oh, yeah. Take a number, honey.
Orlando Cepeda had a remarkable year that year. He was the first unanimous MVP, getting more votes than any MVP ever.
He really rips into this pitch. There it goes. Back, home run.
It seemed as if all the Cardinals were at the top of their game in '67. Catcher Tim McCarver finished second in the MVP voting. Center fielder Kurt Flood would win a 5th straight Gold Glove and hit over .330. Lou Brock would lead the league in runs scored and stolen bases, while young hurler Steve Carlton chipped in with 14 wins as the Cardinals ran away with the pennant.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark. Love you.
Josh Simpson, left-hander, will come on. He's set to face the top of the order of your Atlanta Braves. Jurickson Profar, the switch hitter, will switch around to the right side and take the first pitch, sinker at the knees. First strike, it's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup, you got Olsen on deck. And then Drake Baldwin in the hole, so hence the left-hander. The 0-1. Right there on the outer edge, 0-2. Yeah, it was really good, Tree. Well, we did serve it with 2 pieces of bread. They were just both at the bottom. They were open-faced. But that clip always made me laugh, so that's why we added it in there, because I was like, man, I could see that being a thing, especially up north, the 0-2. Profar will step out of the box for a second, take his time out. In fact, I can remember working in that restaurant and them saying the reason why we did it with 2 pieces because they didn't want to hear the complaining. The 0-2 swing, chops it foul down in towards the dugout. We'll do it again. Lefty-righty matchup, the 0-2. Profar 1 for 2. Outside wide. Do it again. The 1-2 count. Brings it. Swing. Slaps it down the right field line. Just foul. That's just over, just a little bit to the left. That's extra bases. Braves lead by 2. You'd love some insurance runs. The 1-2 swing, pops it up high in the sky. Third base side, foul territory. Oh, that ball's going to drop Sanoa. I don't know what in the world that was. He tried to jump and leap and then try to block it. What the hell was that? He must have lost it, I'm thinking. I don't know what that was. He must have thought that he was about to run into the wall over there by the... That was strange. He hopped out of the way as it came down. He was nowhere near anything. No netting, no wall, anything. The 1-2. Fouls it back. We'll do it again. I mean, I've seen plays like that, just not in the major leagues. Normally out there on the playground when I was growing up. Oh, man, what the hell? We thought we were going to get that one. The 1-2 count. Swing, rips it down the left field line. If it's fair, it's gone. Upper deck shot, but just missed it. Bent foul. Took a left turn at Albuquerque, and just a long strike. Profar. The 1-2, chops it foul. He'll do it again. Profar walked 2 times in the first game. He was 0 for 2. So he's 1 for 4 on the day with 4 walks. 1-2 count. Olson standing on deck. Pitch on the way. Outside wide, 2-2. He is making Simpson work. This will be his 11th pitch of the at-bat. The 2-2. Time is called. Ramirez wants to go out there and talk to him real quick. On deck is Olson, in the hole Baldwin. Ozuna, if they keep the line moving. Simpson back to work. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him with the slider. 1 away. So whatever Ramirez went out there and talked to him about, it worked. 1 up, 1 down, bottom of the 8th, and here comes Matt Olson. Olson. Three for 6 on the day, but has a power outage in the last few months. First pitch on the way. Swing, roasts it up the middle. It's going to be grabbed by Lopez. He'll have plenty of time with Olson running. 6-3, 2 down. Two up, 2 down, and then Drake Baldwin, who's 2 for 4 on the game. He's 4 for 8 for the day. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss at the curveball. It's 0-1. Drake Baldwin. Three RBIs tonight. The 0-1 swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Baldwin on the day has 5 RBIs. Big series here against Miami. The 0-2 count. Simpson. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Simpson goes right through the order. Down! We'll be back in a flash. Your Atlanta Braves. It's eyeglasses time here in Braves country.
I'm trying to stay out of trouble, but trouble just find the out of me. Trouble just find the out of me.
So look, right? Every time I post on Twitter that I'm a man that pays all the bills, which I don't do too often, I ain't gonna lie, because I ain't trying to attract the wrong type of woman. But every time I post about it, there's always women that ask, how do I get me a man that will do this? So ladies, today I'm here to tell you how you can get yourself a man that will pay all the bills. You can't! Well, like, look, not you. Probably you, like, that y'all bitches be posting. See, this is where y'all girls mess up at. Every time I post that and y'all be like, oh my God, how do I get me one of these? You ain't ever gonna get that. Because you ain't looking for a man, you looking for help. And if you looking in my direction for that,
Get somebody else to do it.
with the way y'all be begging on the internet, I don't know if y'all are online panhandling. Y'all go to, oh my God, my bills, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? Like, bro, every time I see y'all come across my timeline, I'll be like, right, we all got bills to pay.
Hey, I want to learn how to bait a hook so that way I can catch fish.
Nice. I mean, you got to be a beginner baiter at some point.
What? No, I don't want to be a beginner baiter. I want to be a master baiter.
What? That's not what it's called.
Yeah, it is, and I'll prove it to you. Siri, show me how to masturbate.
No, don't Google that. Oh my God!
Either I'm going to be quiet or I'm going to take it too far. There really is no in between.
Even when Bob Gibson broke his leg in July, the Cardinals didn't miss a beat.
The guy that took over for him was Nelson Browse. He was 10-0. Can you imagine a guy taking over for Gibson and going 10-0? And we ripped Gibson to no end, man. You're going to be another Wally Pipp. You'll never get back to the starting rotation.
But Gibson would have the last laugh as he would come back to pitch some of the best baseball of his career and lead the Cards to one of the most exciting finishes in franchise history.
Welcome back. Eyeglasses coming to the bump with the 2-run lead. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swung on. Pops it up. High in the sky. Very shallow center field. Coming in, making the catches. Michael Harris II. One away. One down. Heart of the order for the Marlins. Ramirez at the plate. First pitch swinging. Chops it up the middle. Allen cuts off Ozzy. Flips it over to first. And it's a 6-3 put out. 2 pitches, 2 outs. Let's go. Who are we facing? The Braves over here? All right. Let's go. First pitch on the way is a 96 outside wide. It's 1-0. 1-0. Right there, 96 on the outer edge. 1-1 count. Brings it. 96 outside wide, smacks the side of the zone, kissing the black to make it 1-2. The 1-2 just got a piece of it to stay alive. The 1-2 count. Braves fans at their feet. Righty, the pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it back. We'll do it again. Marlins down to their last strike. Double header here in Atlanta. The 1-2. Just misses. Slider down the way, 2-2. Tying run stands on deck. The form of Marcy. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Don't want to see him tonight. The 2-2 from Iglesias. Rocks and fires. Swing, slaps it back, foul. We'll do it again. There's a ghost. Tara's back. I haven't seen Tara in I don't know how long. 2-2 count. The pitch. 91 just misses inside. Would have liked that call, but it did look like it just missed. Big exhale from Lopez. Missed the zone, but if he got rang up with 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. Caught looking strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry, and Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. 8-6 your score. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win the series. They sweep the doubleheader. 8-6. Wowza. And you know who the game ball is going to in this one? Marcell Ozuna. 2 home runs, 4 RBI, 2 for 4. And the Braves win it 8-6. Long day here in Braves country. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. We'll see you 1:30. 5 first pitch. And congratulations to Jen Powell. She worked the doubleheader as well. I feel like she did a good job. We didn't call her name much. That's the first sign that an umpire did a great job. We'll see you tomorrow. It's Joey Wednesday, and the Braves could really stick it to the Marlins. They could take 4 out of 5 here in Hotlanta. We're playing with house money tomorrow. We'll see you then. Have a great night, Braves country.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
To the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and crackers.